Back in 2001, Chevy invented a whole new segment called an SUT. That's right. Basically, they took a pickup truck and combined it with a sport utility vehicle, making a sport utility truck. So I present the second generation Chevy Avalanche. Now take a good look at this because the second generation is probably going to be its last. Now make no mistake about it, this is basically a Silverado truck, especially if you look at it from, let's say, this C-pillar forward. It's all truck. Now what separates this from a traditional pickup truck, a couple things. For one, if you look back in here, this back seat actually folds up so you have access to your truck bed. That's something you can't do with a Silverado. What you have is a 60-40 split on your second row, and that's how you access the back. So you have these tabs here to let the seat bottom go forward. Then you just pull this down. Then you have these little dials here to unlock. Then you turn this, and there you go. Now you have full access. Now if you leave this hard tonneau cover on, then you can securely leave anything here. If you want to take it off because you got some motorcycles or jet skis, no problem. One of the big advantages of these sport utility trucks is that by accessing the cargo area from the second row, you've got all this area, about 8 feet of storage area that you can put a 4x8 sheet of plywood or some 2x4s without having them stick out of the back. That's a great advantage. This tonneau cover comes in 3 sections. It's made of a very hard, durable plastic. They're not the lightest things in the world, but essentially you take them off one at a time. You've got these handles here, and that's great, except once you take them off, now you got to find somewhere to put it. But as you can see, and I haven't even taken this last one off, there's just a ton of space here. So if you needed to carry something that's relatively tall. And the other thing about these sport utility trucks is these sidewalls are taller than a traditional Silverado, so it gives you a little more space as far as carrying taller items. Under the hood of the Chevy Avalanche is the tried and true 5.3-liter V8. There's also a larger engine option, the 6-liter V8, in case you happen to be towing a small home. Now you've seen some of the functionality of the Avalanche, let's see what it does on the road. The Avalanche was a cool idea whose time, unfortunately, has come and gone. You're seeing the end of the run for the Avalanche, and it's probably because it just costs too much. It's about 15% more than a regular Silverado truck. It gives you a little more utility, a little more coolness, but unless you really have a purpose for that, it's really hard to justify for your family's budget. So take a look at the Avalanche. I think you can get some pretty deep discounts because it's going away and because there's not a lot of demand for them. In that case, go for it. Otherwise, I think a regular Silverado will do just fine.